I'm here so I won't get fined.
We talking about practice.
Come see me. I'm about that.
If it's gonna be an interview, I'm gonna conduct it. So I'll answer my own questions.
Welcome to I Am Athlete Daily. I am your stand-in host because usually Kayla Nicole Brown is the one sitting in this chair or standing up, depending on how we start the show. But I'm your stand-in host for today. I'm sitting with Josh Bellamy. I'm sitting with Mr. Jarvis Juice Landry and Twofold himself. We got to see, is it Champ Bailey Twofold?
Ooh.
Yeah, you got you. There's some Twofolds out there.
Some people want to wear two photos.
He did. Josh Norman in the building. Guys, I want to jump right into the show, right? I want to jump right into some ball. Week 10 matchups was legendary. We're talking about Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. You had Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. And another cool one to watch, I don't know if y'all watched this one, but you had the Chargers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. That was a really big game as well. A lot of playoff implications there. Starting with the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? I've been saying this.
It's your team.
You know what?
It's your team. You love him, bro. Just say you love him, bro.
No. See, I believe in Russell Wilson.
Say you love him.
I love Russell Wilson. You know, one, I know him personally. He was a teammate, so you have that. But also, I know the man. I know the leader. And over the last couple years, Russell Wilson has been the butt of a lot of people's jokes, and a lot of people wrote Russell Wilson off. A lot of people even question if he will be a Hall of Famer.
He didn't write back.
He ain't right back. So that's what I want to get into, Josh. I'll start with you then. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens go head-to-head. Pittsburgh Steelers win a game filled with field goals. Is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Russell Wilson contenders? They the real deal?
Well, I think right now they're showing resolve. I think they're showing grit. I think they're showing the Steeler way. Win by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And if you really want to look at it, those guys are riding a wave, you know, and it's, as you know, being in the locker room, that cultivates. That's contagious. Once you start winning one, you start winning two, and then you start like combining them. And then now, oh, shoot, we can do this thing. You know, that builds that set of confidence that leads you into the next week. Like, our practices are the hardest things for us because we know when we get to the game on Sundays, it's just showtime. At that point, you know what I'm saying? It's like putting on your Sunday best. You're going to go out and you don't put on a show because the work I did done
right. So, Beezo, you got a lot of friends in Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know, say a lot of Florida boys out there.
Yeah.
And you think you one of the faces of Florida.
I don't think.
Did you watch the game?
Yes.
You watched the game. What happened, bro? What happened?
They just, man, they gotta put it together, man. It's always that game. It's always that game that everybody think. By the way, they messed up everybody's ticket. I just want you to know that. All right, everybody in the world lost.
The Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, they lost head up. They lost head up. So, man, I just think, man, they got to get on the right page, man. Their defense is stingy. I love their defense. You know what I'm saying? It's just their offense. They got to get it together. They got to find the identity. Right now, it's Lamar Jackson. Everybody knows Lamar Jackson. Or Derrick Henry. We got to get some of these receivers involved. We got to get that thing in the air and start pushing it down the field.
So, Juice, you still active, bro, right? Like, you like Josh. Like, you and Josh are in this situation. Josh, the last 3 years, like, Josh, come, let's go do some TV together. I don't know, I might be going back, and I be thinking, Josh, ain't nobody calling this. Somebody come call it. But you're the only one that's real active right now, still active. So I would like to see it from your perspective. In the AFC, you have the Chiefs that just lost their first game, okay? You also have Josh Allen and the Bills. You have the Chargers, who we need to start talking about, paying attention to. You have the Houston Texans that's strong out there. You have the Baltimore Ravens. How do you see the AFC panning out the second half of the season? Like, who's strong, who's pretenders, who's the contenders?
Yeah, I think honestly, personally, I'm playing in the AFC North against Baltimore, against the Steelers. My time in Cleveland, I feel like you kind of got to anticipate Steelers kind of being in the situation of being a real contender just based on their defense, based on the history of like how they win games. You spoke about it just now, the resilience. And now that the quarterback frenzy is kind of up for them and they got their guy rolling the way that they want, actually, I think they look good. I think they got a good opportunity to make some headway.
All right, so I've been saying this for the last couple of years about Russell Wilson. Now it's coming to fruition in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Everybody wrote my dog off. A couple weeks ago, we had an opportunity to do unpredictable predictions, and I said the AFC championship will be probably the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I got the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens. And this post-Thanksgiving is when they say the football season begins. This is when it gets real.
100%.
A lot of people were talking about Russ and the Steelers saying, well, y'all winning now, but y'all not playing nobody. But you go back these last 2 weeks, they beat the Commanders. It's one of the hottest teams in NFC.
100%.
They follow up with Lamar, who's leading the MVP discussion, and you beat them. And the game could have went any way.
Yeah.
Like, if we being honest, like there was some, because of Pittsburgh was in control, and because of their mishaps, Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens could have won that game.
Yeah.
But the game was Pittsburgh's. Like, if you watch the game, they didn't score any points. Russ had a little mishap in the red zone where he trying to make a play and just threw it up in the tight end look, and they picked the ball off. But what are we doing, right? Like, what were they doing there? I think the only thing they need to lean into is getting that offense to be a little bit more aggressive. That's a Mike Tomlin game.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say this, and then we can move on to the next thing. The Pittsburgh Steelers, this is y'all AFC.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, he's in the groove. He has a swagger.
Yeah.
Defense, they're healthy. They're getting healthier.
Yeah.
And you got the best, probably the best defensive player in the league in Watt. So you're good there. You've always kind of been good there.
Yeah.
Over the last 5-6 years, the struggle has been the offense. Big Ben, and then they transitioned to all these other quarterbacks. That happening.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin is used to these gritty games. Man, when it comes January and it comes postseason, they're going to have to open up that offense.
Yeah, they got to.
They got to open up the offense. So that's my thoughts there
I think that's
on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to talk a little bit about friends and enemies on the field. And what inspired this conversation was Coach Mazzulla, if I'm saying that correctly, excuse me, I've been trying to get it right, Coach, from the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Now, he had a situation where him and a friend had to go in separate ways. I don't know if they fired him or if he got a new job.
Yeah.
But basically, he went to a new team. And on his way out, he said, look, ain't gonna be no hugging, ain't gonna be no talking, right? Like, we competing. You're not my friend.
Yeah.
When we cross them lines. Anyways, they end up playing in Boston, and the coach came in the locker room and gave him a hug, whatever. And so the people asked him about it. He said, yo, like that was disrespectful. I told him when we parted ways that we not friends. When we competing, we competing. So my question to y'all is this: have y'all ever been in this situation where you playing with somebody, they go to a new team, right? And y'all meet.
Yeah.
We meet. How did y'all handle it? Y'all meet at the game. How you handle it? See, I
done been out there now. I done been out there on the field with one of my homeboys that I've been to school with, I was in college with. I went to Kansas City, and I was in the Bears at this time, and he went to Cleveland, but he was a DV. So we end up in the game at the same time.
Yeah.
Now this my dog. Now he done got kicked out of school and all. I'm at the Chiefs then. I let him come stay at the house and send him back to school, man. Put him back on the team strong. So we on the field and he like, oh JJ, no, hey look, dog. We on the field, bro. We is not homies on the field. When we on the field, dog, I'm going at you, bro. We is not friends.
How you feel about it? You talking? You friendly on the field?
No, not at all. No friendship. Honestly, for me, it's like after the game, and if I stick around, I might just shoot a text message, be like, man, look, happy you made it out safe. God bless. Tell the kids, well, I'll see you in the off season, training time. That's kind of like when I kind of get into the, kumbaya. Yeah,
Going the adrenaline down.
yeah, competing wise, no, it's no friends.
He said, no, it's no friends. We know it.
Hold on. You say after the game when the game over, jersey swap. Damn, bro.
I stopped doing jersey swaps, just because I just, it's personal. It's very personal. Even if I won, we win, lose, whatever.
I'm gonna send it to you.
I'll send it to you.
So a cat that looks up to you, respect your game, walks up to you after the game, and say, "Yo,
I'm gonna get you one, bro. I'm gonna send one to you, fam.
that's what you say."
100%.
Did you send him?
I'll send him.
You'll send him?
Yeah, but I feel like also too at a point in my career, you guys probably know this as well. Like you either breaking records every game or something's happening in every game, yardage wise, catch wise. So to give you this one, that is going up in the trophy case or something like that is kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? But still, even then, like
How you feel about that, John? Look, John, look. Bro, let me ask you this question. Was that a persona? Did you make that up? Did you get in a character to be all angry on the field? Or is that just like how you just move?
No, bro, that's just how it was. I mean, I think that, coming from a small school, I've always been underdog. So it was always, for me, like I was being shit on. So they didn't think I was this. I was lanky, I was skinny, I was slow, I can't run. But, I had great ball skills. But that was it. So it was almost proving that point to where I would always psych myself out. And I played this character. This character was a villain as he was a hero.
But did you intentionally create this character?
I mean, it became something as the more and more it went. I actually grew into it. And it's truly, I will always say this when I'm in the field. I'm the best player on the field that day, bar none. I don't care if it's quarterback, wide receiver, DB. I am the best, and I'm going to show you that. And I've gotten that from, there is no pact between lions and men in the field.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you step into my domain, I'm going to eat. Nothing more, nothing less. Because that's what I feel I got to survive. This is like.
But why did you say lion and men though?
Because if you step out there in the jungle, what they gonna do?
Was everybody on the field a lion? That's what I'm saying.
No. Yeah, sheep. They got eat. Like that's what it is. It's like friends. Like it is what it is. Like you see somebody, the game before they even get to it. It's like I already played the game before I even got off the bus.
Outside of Odell, because that was legendary. Who did you really get into it with? Who did you compete with or love to compete with?
Myself. I think myself. Feel like if you don't have inner battles and face the demon that you're looking in the mirror at, then that person's gonna beat you, but he's not more talented than you. But also, there was a said person that gave me a sweet death. I don't even say a sweet death, but a sweet challenge. Whereas every play, I played him as if there was no other play to play. And I think our battles was just, I would go into the game already knowing that this guy put up 200 yards on somebody the week before. But then they got us scheduled on their calendar. The team down in Atlanta. They schedule on the calendar and he comes in, it's all hoorah hype, and there's a little boy out of Greenville, South Carolina that they shit on and like literally gave no craps, and he's gonna run over, go out there, and every single play put person in handcuffs. That is the most sweetest feeling that you'll ever be able to get. More sweeter than any other victory. I think the victory within inside of the game we talked about earlier, that is the sweet victory of being successful. Of course, you got the winning team mentality wise, but when you can go one-on-one with the best option they got, and you can honestly say, well, before he put up 200 yards on somebody's head that week, but then he come in here and I go toe-to-toe with him, 60 plays to 80, and he probably catches 4 balls for 18 yards, bro, that's a, you know what I'm saying? That's like a win. Yeah. It's a victorious win. That's like your own shadow of the Gatorade just poured on you.
You know how that, maybe you could talk about this. You know how you feel as a wide receiver when you have 20 yards, 45 yards? That is so embarrassing, bro. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. That is the worst. And then having to ask for the ball, like having to like go to the coordinator or the quarterback or whoever that day is calling the plays and ask for the ball. Right. Like, it's been 3 drives, and I'm quote unquote one of the best players on the field on the offensive side of the ball, and we have done nothing with the ball all day. And I haven't touched it once. And nobody else sees this as a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm...
And what's going on? Right? That's why Antonio Brown was mad.
Can we get to that clip that we were supposed to get to, of Joe Burrow talking about Jamar Chase asking for the ball? Can we get to that right now?
1 second. Yep. Yeah, that's why I brought it up too, because I'm like, bro, I don't know how y'all felt. Like, bro, I used to hate that shit. Like, bro, we 3 series in the game. We have 0 first downs. We have 2 3-and-outs with 3 3-and-outs. And I ain't touched the ball 1 time.
Right, bro, listen.
And everybody just chilling.
I'm gonna say that. Okay, that's me, dog. Listen, when we was at practice, we gotta stand.
Bro, you had 23 targets, man. I don't want to hear this, man. No, because he had like 25 targets. No, the 35. He was the most targeted person playing in like. Bro, we had practice, bro. Say that for the OC. He should not in this way.
Speak like this. We see it like, you know, I'm at practice. I mean, I see me come through. He come through like, hey, yo. He got the paper. Who made this script?
100%.
I'm looking like, hold on. It'd be like, who made this script? He's like, it's 3rd down. 70% of these should be coming to me, if not all of them. Bro, I respect it. The paper. I respect the ball, bro.
I respect that.
You respect that?
I respect that. Because we trying to go out there and do our Sunday best. It starts during the week. And if you drawing plays up that for low percentage plays, for lower percentage players at that time, like, yeah, what are we doing? Because you're going to call these plays in the game. We ain't just running plays just for shits and giggles. Yeah. You're going to call us in the game.
See, you got to ask for the ball.
Well, it's interesting that you brought that up, and then we're going to throw to this clip when you guys give me the thumbs up. We'll throw to this clip in a second, because a lot of people think of receivers at what they call us divas, right? Because we have to ask for the ball. But I feel like if you don't, then you're just putting your livelihood in the system. Yeah. That's the only position where you have to ask for the ball. The quarterback is touching it every play. The center's touching it every play. The offensive line got their job, right? The running backs are touching it 40% of the game, depending on what system
it's
you're in.
It's the difference in your career.
Right.
Bro, I ain't getting the ball as much as y'all. So you know what I used to do when I was in the game? Trubisky be in the huddle. I used to be the last person here. I'm like, hey, Trubisky, boy, you know you got me over here, boy. Hey, look. And that works.
Yeah.
If I was on that Bears team and we both have goal outs and he could pick a side and the ball go up to you, I'd have came back and said, what are you doing?
Me out there, man. Me March me out there day out there on the field, and you look over there, be doing this on the goal line.
100%. 100%. 100%.
I'm like, oh shit, they better get into him.
Everybody should know. Again, 3rd down, red zone, certain situations. Yeah, it should be that way. So it's funny that you say that. So even though I know the ball coming to me on 3rd down, I'm still last one out the huddle. Actually, tap. I'm right here, 100%. I'm with you. We on the same system. We locked.
That's why
I'm gonna be open.
Get the ball, cause they
you gotta ask for it. There was that was too nice. Even like Calvin Johnson, I thought was too nice, and that's crazy because he was the first guy that was close to breaking to go over 2,000 receiving yards. But bro, there'd be so many times where I'm sitting back watching a Detroit Lions game and he's one-on-one and Stafford drops back and he's throwing it to the other side.
Listen,
like, what are we doing?
it's I would feel like it's a disrespect.
Yeah, like, what are we
I feel like it's disrespect. Seriously.
So before here's Joe Burrow talking about this very thing. So I want y'all to listen to this and then we can pick up the conversation after this.
He'll let you know in his way, for sure.
What's his way?
Depends. Sometimes it's on the sideline. Sometimes it's individual conversation in the locker room. Sometimes it's through you guys. You know, there's a lot of different ways that a receiver can tell you, hey, get me the fucking ball.
For real.
So I'm gonna start with you, Juice.
Yeah.
How you feel about that clip?
I love that. He's telling the truth. I think at some point, as a good receiver in this league, if you want to be one of the good receivers in the league, better receivers, you have to demand the ball. Like, it's what you do. And obviously he's doing, look what the numbers that he put up against Baltimore, what, 2 weeks ago?
200-something yards.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was going to have less than 70. I told him. So let me ask you this, Juice. Like, how did you ask for the ball?
It started in a nice way. It started in, it started in just, with eye contact or, after a third down that we didn't convert, coming off the field, talking to the guy that's calling the plays, being like, hey, let's go, give me a ball, let me catch a screen, let's just get involved, let's get it going, let me create some energy, let me get a first down, whatever it is. And then eventually it turns into the more just things that people see that they take it in a bad way of just like, at this point, I'm frustrated. We're not scoring points. These plays that I know football that is coming in the game aren't to me. Like I'm option 3, option 2, option 4.
Which is crazy too, because you got to think the goal is to win the game. And then what they say is, you're the best player on our offense, and we're going to pay you as such.
Correct.
And then you'll have offensive coordinators or even quarterbacks that figure like, oh, let's go through this system. No, it's the players.
Yeah, right.
It's the players, which is crazy, and that's why you see wide receivers respond that way.
Correct. That frustrate most players that touch the ball that know they can make an impact in the game.
Well, how's it on your side? Like you being on the other side as a DB, have you ever seen those moments where you seen wide receivers melting down or asking for the ball, and how did that play into your game?
Listen, like I'll say that I'm put a pin, but then I'm gonna come back because I know how you guys feel as wide receivers. I played it in flag football, so I kind of get your take on how you feel.
Yeah.
But it's just like, dude, I'm out here playing with these guys who going to work tomorrow, working a 9-5, probably gonna be at somebody's shop, and they out here got knee braces on. And this guy throwing to the knee brace over the guy who's playing in the league.
Oh, you saying you play wide receiver now?
Yes, I play wide receiver, so
man.
it's like in flag.
Talking about 7-on-7 growing up. Yeah,
No. I'm talking about like just for some exercising or,
right,
regular activities. But I say this, that's kind of like, I get your take because it's like the psyche of it all. Yeah. Like, how are you going to do that when you got that?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And so for me, it goes to a point where I understand now why I ask for it, because I listen. I let them all have it. Because, and I get where you coming from.
I'm sure as a DB though, with your time in the league that you spent in the league, knowing that you about to play big, knowing me, Odell, people that you about to play, receivers that you about to play, you know that they're gonna get high volume. So what happens in your mind, from your standpoint, when it's the second quarter, they don't have a target, they don't have a touch? Do you feel like, it's because of the Josh Norman aura thing, or is it, or it's coming, you just don't know when?
Yeah. I know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I just don't know when. Like giving me an O play, I know it was coming.
Yeah.
But I didn't know when. Like that son of a gun.
Yeah.
But it goes to a point where, like, you're doing your job. You cracking down and you whooping tail. And I'm talking about you whooping tail. But then it's that little thing that comes, and it's just like a slight little nudge or a slight little push up that the referee ain't gonna see, nor is they gonna call, and then they get one over on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the whole game, I had this little nothing. And then that one, they get you, and it's just like all crumbles down because that's the only play you see from the masterpiece that you put together in the artwork that we do.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang it, man, I had a perfect Casio, and then my child came through and put some paint on it.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I gotta redo that.
So Beezo, like, what I love about you is your storytelling, bro. So, not a B Marsh story. You gotta say.
Shot so many, I don't know, but I never run out of them, bro.
What's your ultimate wide receiver story when they were asking for the ball, for like whether it was you when you was out there, or if you was playing with Bo, you was playing with me, Alshon, Martellus.
You know how bro, I wasn't getting on the field. So you know what I used to do? I had a system. Let me say something, okay? You want the story? I'm gonna give you one. My last year in Chicago, 2018, we got Nagy, right? You know, I kill it on special team. That's my thing. You know, I get in a little bit on offense. I give me a couple catches. I'm cool. Nagy come to me, sit me down. We in the Walter Payton Center. He say, "Hey, Beezo, check it out. Hey, this shit, man, I just want you to just focus on special teams." That's what he said to me. He like, "I just want you to just focus on special teams." And I'm looking at him. I'm like, all right, man, what you saying, Nagy? What you telling me? Like I ain't gonna be getting under the balls? What you saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. But in my mind, though, like you say, I'm playing the game within the game. I already got this because they've been doing this to me forever. So don't worry about it. Hey, look what I tell them, B. Hey, coach, I don't even want the ball. Just put me in on all the run plays. I just want to block. Just put me in on all the run plays.
Yeah.
I'm right next to coach. Every time, hey, coach, boy, you look like you tired. I used to do that to them. Hey, coach, boy, be watching you like you tired. But look, they laughing though, but I was always the smartest player in the room. I knew every position, you know.
Yeah.
I knew every position, and that's how I was taught. So I was able to stay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how I was.
The more you know.
I used to be like, hey, coach, so he like, you tired. Or you can get it, but I done got it. I'm catching the ball, I'm getting players, because I know the more that I get and see, but they don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about this $500 every time I'm on the field with this player. You know that little money we get at the end of the year.
Performance, playing performance.
That's all you care about. Man, on victory, I want to be on all that.
That's all you caring about.
That's all I care about.
Money, not the stats.
No, forget the stats. Give me the money. Come on, stats. I just want the money. My jersey, bro. I remember Kendall Wright came to our team, bro. This is a story we all topic, but Kendall Wright came to my team. He like, man, damn, man. Kevin White had number 13.
Yep.
Dub wanted, Kevin White I had 11. K White, that's how I get 15. K White wanted 11. Dub wanted 13. I say, man, y'all know I done made my way in this jersey, right? I'm gonna need a little cheese. I never got paid for my jersey. Alex Smith came to Kansas City, got number 11. They took me out, put me back in number 8. They didn't even ask me. They ain't even asked me. They ain't even asked me. So now I'm like, bro, this is my payday. I told them boys, hey, man, look, man, I want me 100,000 for the jersey.
You said 100,000.
100 for the jerseys. And y'all boys can figure it out.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what I want. Boy, it came back. I think they gave me about 85. Yo, I got about 85. I forgot. It's about 85. About 85, 70,000. I probably called T-Man.
My cutoff was 40 when I got to the Dolphins trying to get game team.
I got it. Dub paid like 40,000. K White gave me like 30.
That's crazy.
It was something like that. I ain't care about no number, man. They get money, man.
They trying to
I'm doing business every day.
When I went to Washington, but the thing is, what's so crazy about it is like the number that they give you. So I was obviously 24, but like when that whole thing happened, like the president sent me the jersey. Like he sent me the number on that. This is waiting for you right here. And so I got there. So I'm just like, all right, well, I knew somebody else was in 24. I kind of saw it and they all thought I was going to get it, but I came there and it was just right there placed down by me. And I think it was Duke at that time, I should know. And so it was just,
I know Duke.
He had a little, it was a little off there. He was like, yeah, I noticed you coming in and I ain't got no beef towards you, but it's just how they did it. You know, they just took my man jersey off.
Yeah, right.
And I was just like, yo, that's kind of crazy, bro. And he was like, yeah, man, I would let it go for like 50. And then I'm like, be honest with you, bro, I ain't even got it.
But you get signed for how much?
Yeah, I know, but I ain't have it. Hey, with a jersey, I'm sorry, bro, but I ain't got that type of money. Like, they was out there doing that. That's why I was just like, yo, that's
Hey, man, hey, I would have gave it to him, but bro, I've been waiting too long for that.
I think I gave it to him. I think I gave him 10,000. I think I gave him 10,000 just like smoothed it over.
Oh, so you end up getting it?
Yeah, bro, listen. No, I didn't get it.
to him.
They already took it off from him.
Oh, so you already had the number.
Had the number. As soon as I got there, so I was taking pictures in the number. Before I even got there.
He gave you a price?
He gave me a $50,000 price.
But you didn't. And they said. And they.
Bro, I was like, I ain't gonna do what they had going up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
No, that's going deep.
Jersey or
Nope.
you never did.
Well, I wanted to pay for 80 when I got here, but he said like some 20 something like that, and you know I'm a second round pick. I don't know nothing about no money. I had no financial literacy in
You
it.
always wanted 80 when you fit in.
Yeah.
Because you came in and got 14.
Correct. That's what started the infamous, 14. And then when I went to Cleveland, I couldn't get it because it was retired, and I had to go through the whole family process and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? If 80 open, I'll take 80. And they did that. They took it off Ricardo Lewis.
See?
And just gave it to me right away. I was like, I'll take it. Come on.
He'll do that. Did that.
Yeah, man. I was just like, you gotta do it there. You gotta talk to them about that.
But I want to start off with some life stuff, man. Like, what's your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement for me is being able to like show my children like all the things that LaShawn McCoy is. But the best achievement is like, yo, I can tell them, I can show my kids like, hey man, go back to my old neighborhoods, right? And show them the impact I'm doing where I'm building affordable housing. Right?
You said, I asked you the question basically when you became a man. And you said when your career was coming to an end.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I feel like you just morphed into that.
Yeah, he was good, but he was nowhere close to me. Like this interview is like, I feel like we should have candles and dim lights. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know my vibe.
Curtains, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like that's what we need.
And so now we go to a new segment, a different segment called Behind the Headlines. Deion Sanders is always in the news for great reasons, right? And there's some reasons that not everybody can handle, right? Like not everybody can handle the spotlight. I don't know how he do it day after day. They on his head.
Cause that's his life.
That's his life.
That's his life, bro. You can't. That's not a job for him. That's his life. He's doing that. That's normal.
Yeah. So this have come up over the last 2 years, and now it's actually heating up because the end of this season is near. And then what happens is Shedeur and Travis Hunter they're entering the NFL draft. And so Deion came out again and said, well, he was asked a question, will he let his son go to a bad team? And he said no. And he said, but I won't do it publicly. But then at the end he came back around, he said, and the same for Travis Hunter. Is Deion as a ex-player and as an active player and also as black fathers, is Deion Sanders handling this the right way, or is he going to handle this the right way? And we've seen it in the past with Eli Manning's pop, right?
I'm gonna say this same thing happened with Archie Manning and Eli Manning. You gotta protect the son, especially if you got somebody that could. Just think about it. If we had somebody who could step in for us and say, "Hey, yo, I don't want my son to go to just because you this good kid and now you going to a sorry. Who wants to go to a sorry team?"
But ain't the dream just to make it to the league?
No, it is. But if you got somebody that can come in and direct your career and your path and set you up for success, why not? You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Think about all the great players that went to bad systems, went to bad teams. Look at Peter Ward. Peter Ward's a great player. Imagine what he could have been if he would have had somebody to come in and say, you know what, I want him to go over here.
Yeah.
We ain't never had, this is the first time I ever seen somebody, of our, whatever, somebody come in and do this. Yeah, us come in. I don't like using that word, bro. Don't really like using that word. Well, I feel like we so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like using that word.
Yeah.
What you don't like using?
I just don't like using that word, bro. It's a color, bro. What is that, bro? It's a color. You know what I'm saying? That's black, B. That's black. That's black. You ain't that color.
So we brown. So
you brown.
First time.
What are you? You're not a color. What is that's a color.
Okay.
What is your background? Tell me. Exactly. Don't get me there, B. It's time. You remember that right there? Get me going down that tunnel right there.
How you feel?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing that he has a father that kind of like have the influence that he has. But I think for me personally, it really would be, the more that I think about it, it's like, what does the kid want?
Yeah.
You know, does he want to sacrifice not being the first pick of the draft if that's, a possibility? And same thing with Travis Hunter. I don't know if they'll be first pick, second pick type of thing, but definitely somewhere in the first round. And I just feel like that's kind of this part of the story too. You go to a bad team. Obviously, we're watching it with Kalen Williams right now in Chicago, right? Where he's not having the success that people have thought he would have, but I think that's a building program, you know what I mean? And that story is going to be great in a couple of years.
Well, that was part of it too. Remember when he was at USC last year, there was reports coming out saying that he ain't going to Chicago.
Correct.
So they thought his dad was going to pull
What they doing?
Archie Manning move,
Right.
and now a Deion Sanders move, and he ended up saying, "No, I'm gonna go."
Yeah,
Look at it.
I think, again, I think ultimately it's the kid's decision, you know what I'm saying? But I think, could this also be a position where Prime is positioning himself to be a coach somewhere at some point, or to maybe coach his son still on the NFL level? He's done it through, high school, pee-wee football, college now, at both programs. Same thing with Travis Hunter. Maybe it's a situation that Prime might be trying to position himself into.
Do you want to see that? Do you want to see Coach? You can respond to this and add whatever you want, but I do want to ask that question to everybody. Like, y'all want to see Coach Prime?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap in that, but I definitely want to talk to Jarvis and what he said to the Chicago situation. Hey, look at the Commanders right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Jaden Daniels. What he doing?
Facts.
So is it the?
But you got to
Player
highlight that
person.
too, though, because you was at the organization. Organization was terribly ran.
I mean, look, they threw a nuke on it. And they brought they cleaned house from the top down,
Ownership.
and they brought a whole another ownership to the ball game.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it gives a refresh, reset, and now we're gonna go out there and do it the right way with the person that they brought over that was a head coach already, that was from the Seattle tree. So when you bring in that defensive mindset and you put them on the table, and then you say, hey, look, this is my quarterback, and then you put all the pieces around him to be successful. And I felt like they did a good job in Chicago. They put pieces around him to be successful.
They got all the pieces.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, what are you doing?
No, he doesn't.
He got to.
No, he doesn't. First. Okay, that's everything.
Okay, that's everything. That's what he. Okay, that's a big part. It's a big part. It is. No, it definitely is a big part of it. Is, but as a athlete,
Bro, that quarterback position is different.
Listen, man.
We know
I see people go out there. We playing football at the end of the day, right?
but the football got to make sense.
Yeah, dude, but I ain't gonna lie. He doing a lot of stuff. He doing to himself. He gotta stop. You gotta stop, bro. You ain't not playing backyard football, little league football no more. You know that.
But could it be?
Just think about you running the post and you wide open. You see a damn quarterback going way back the other way.
Well, that ain't happening.
That is one that I'm trying to tell them, man.
The offensive line, bro, you got to scramble. What are you talking about, Juice? The man got to move.
Yeah,
that's part of the coaching.
Yeah, I watched I watched the first couple games, and I think that he definitely has the ability to play at a high level. I think he's gonna be, a really good player for a long time. But also, he does do things that, for the sake of the team, is he's jeopardizing yardage to try to make big plays opposed to just getting to the next play, and it's causing him to make mistakes. That's all.
Seen DJ Moore, DJ Moore walk off the field. He ain't do that because he mad at the coach.
Yes.
He did that because he mad at the quarterback.
Yeah, he
looked down like Nate Burleson instead of Kevin Johnson. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, think about that, right? But when he tripping, when the young QBs, they don't got it.
Like, you gotta look at the scenario. You can't go out there and be Superman like you was in college.
Yeah.
You have to go ahead and let these guys that's already been here,
do their job.
been seasoned. You gotta let them do what they do,
bro.
and you just gotta give them the rock. Just facilitate it. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink and complicate scenarios that aren't there for you. These guys, they big and they coming for you.
So this is what I would say. And Caleb, I rock with you. Yeah, we all rock with you. Let's see what happens because they fired the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Right? And they did this with Justin Fields as well. They played better last week. They scored their first touchdown in what, 25 drives or something?
Way better last week.
Okay, so we'll see. Is it the coaching or is it him? We gonna see.
So like,
Help you out, brother.
yeah.
I ain't gonna keep you over there holding you.
My guy.
Bro, I couldn't.
I mean, I see you right there, man.
My God.
So that goes back to your point of the question, right? I think that's what makes the Shedeur Deion thing so interesting because, you know, it's one of those situations where do you risk putting them in that situation? And I think it's just you just never know. And I could kind of see a bigger play here with like Prime positioning himself in Dallas, maybe.
I see that.
Something like that.
But Prime saying.
He never said that he's not gonna stay. Did he say he's gonna stay? Have he officially publicly said that I'm staying here in my city?
He got that quarterback. He just got one of the best quarterbacks. So
Yeah, he flipped from USC.
He just committed.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna see if
he gonna get a team that wants out.
Listen. It's out of that Georgia.
that team goes. Orange Sap is doing a great job.
Get a team that wants out. Deion gonna go to Dallas. He gonna get Shedeur. He gonna what's his brother name? Ty. That's what. But he gonna trade Dak and he gonna get Travis. Just let you know, bro.
That's what you think. That's what you think happened.
Gonna trade for Travis. If he get Shedeur when he go, we don't care who on his team. So he's gonna get rid of them and get Travis Hunter.
So he'll give up Michael Parsons for
Anybody can go for Travis Hunter. What? He just told you. I don't care who you is. Travis Hunter and Shedeur is in this shallow. That's it. This shallow. Well, them the first two priorities. You don't know what's gonna happen.
I understand that.
I'm telling you, man, anybody can go.
So basically saying they're gonna do a package deal overnight.
What happened?
Night train.
And guess what happened? He jumped right over what his name is. LeBron James them in the headlines. Over with. We ain't talking about LeBron James and Bronny no more. We've been talking Deion, Shedeur, and Travis Hunter on the same team.
You can see Prime leaving this year, Colorado this year.
I think so.
If opportunity presents itself,
Dallas Cowboys saying
Yeah.
I don't see why I'm
gone.
And I also think that like he's put Colorado in a position to if not just be successful, to look successful and kind of be historically where they were when you know the
Cordell Stewart,
exactly. You know,
nice running back.
yeah, they made some good money. Season tickets, all this stuff. When revenues went up, I think it. You know, I feel like it's a fair trade maybe. In some cases, you know, even buyout, they don't have the money to pay them anyway, right? They say they're collecting the money still, right? So, you know, it can be a situation there. So maybe.
What about this though, B? What if Shedeur go to the Las Vegas Raiders? Oh, and Deion say he want to be the head coach. Do they get rid of that? Do they get rid of Pierce?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course not.
Here's one of us, but I'm an owner. Yes.
Tom Brady loves that too, by the way. Tom Brady's for that. I'm sure Tom Brady mentored Shedeur at a point early in his career. So
Every time they lose, he say thank you God.
But you gotta.
Oh, Shedeur. Every time Raiders lose, he say thank you God.
That's right.
100%. Yeah. 100%. Tom was there too.
Talking to
That's
talking about Las Vegas, this fight wasn't in Las Vegas, but it was a big fight, and a lot of people in Vegas bet on it. Jake Paul and Tyson.
They been worried better watching that fight on Tubi.
You watched it?
No, I ain't watched that fight, but I watched it through the ad libs, which I would call the blogs.
Everybody won.
That's all they.
Everybody won. You didn't watch it. You watched it.
I watched it.
So you didn't watch it. You didn't watch it. Why didn't you watch the fight?
I just couldn't stomach watching Mike Tyson, one of the greatest fighters, athletes of all time.
It was the
have to defend himself at that age. You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't do it.
You wasn't curious. You ain't want to.
I wasn't curious. I just, you know, he had a situation before leading to the fight that postponed the fight. At that point, I'm thinking you gotta the fight should have got canceled, and you know, but I just don't think that it was worth watching, you know. But I'm happy they made their money.
Guess what?
You didn't miss anything. besides entertainment.
That's what I'm saying.
They fooled us though. They got us. No, they did not fool everybody. No, they did not. They not fool nobody. Burning it in that little box, looking like he moving real fast. He getting all of them. And then when we got to the fight, I think get up on the man. See, that's what they fooled us. He showed us like lower body, and he showed the upper body. So we only seen like, no. What?
I knew it was like 3 weeks out of the fight. He started putting the knee brace on. I
Man, Mike came out with the knee brace. Shut up. And he almost fell. He got in the ring.
Yeah.
You can't, no way. Bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Netflix went to messing up. They got to get it together because that's what everybody talk about, right? They didn't even talk about it. They talking about Netflix. They talking about what happened on Netflix. They lost 25%, man. The fight wasn't hard. It was like this. It was something. I'm thinking the internet. I'm like, it's not that. No, it's not that. No, it's not that, bro. There was so many people that was on it to see. Like, that's why.
120 million.
It's just watching the fight, bro.
It's high the numbers, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's 120 million, so is a record. And so everybody, to me, everybody won. That's why I don't understand all the rhetoric around Jake Paul this or Mike Tyson that. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, y'all knew. Come on now.
No. Fight? No. That's not. No. I'm talking about. Go ahead. I got to throw a flag on the play.
Cool.
Because not everybody won. Guess who did not win? The fight fans.
No, they were disappointed.
That's what I'm saying. So, hold on, it's a new era. It's a new era, George.
Yeah, but you don't do that with the great. You don't do that with the greatest fighters.
It never happened to you. That could have done. It never happened to you. Nobody else would do that. But
Floyd won.
Mike Tyson, the only person who's gonna do that. Like lost one from him.
You know what I mean? And I love what Jake's doing. I think that he's setting himself up, to really be somebody.
Fight.
It's not. I'm just talking about. I'm talking about.
We can talk about that next.
As a brand builder, he's doing great. He's doing great.
Good.
He's doing great. He's doing great. Yes. But his realest fight, he lost.
Against what? Fury.
Against a real boxer, he lost. You know what I mean? And since then, he's been more calculated, which he has to protect his brand that he's trying to build. And I get that. But not against the GOAT.
Hey, but listen,
I just feel like I feel like that was a target in left field.
See, I say Josh why he won. I say why everyone won. Yes, I hear about the Netflix issues, but they gonna fix that. I can tell you this crazy story about when Disneyland first opened up. Their first weekend, they had all these problems, and they all huddled up. I was like, how the hell are we gonna fix this? It was over capacity. People's shoes were sticking to the ground. It was a disaster. But look at Disney today. So I feel Netflix is smart enough to figure that out, and they have to figure it out fast because they have 2 NFL games in December. But then you got Jake Paul, who 40 million. Mike Tyson, he said he only landed 18 punches. He did this the whole fight. It made 20 million. But he made 20 million.
But that's the thing though, like and to your Netflix ordeal, that was beta testing for them.
That's right.
That's all that was, beta testing to see if we can actually put something on like this and how the sport community would have really rallied behind it. And they saw, like, they don't really care about the movies that they got on there. That's cool. They get like 10 million, 20 million. So when you get a whole group of active enthusiasts.
But do you understand the business behind this?
Come on.
I think the NFL record outside of halftime is like 120, 130 million people tuning in to watch. That's how big this moment was, and obviously Netflix is a giant outside of YouTube.
Yep, it's good.
You know what I mean? So they have to get into live. They're not.
They're behind. They're falling behind.
That's right. He had 6.6 million people watching.
You tell them again, dog.
CTESPN. Shout out to more dog AP.
That was legendary.
Yeah, 6.6. Yo, that's for watching. He won too. You know what he's talking about? No, he is hilarious, bro. It was messing up. Everybody should watch the fight, but it's messing up. But AB at the fight. I don't know who recorded, but he recording it live. So all the people who ain't watching, they going to AB.
Oh,
He got 6.6. Jay Paul just said, man, the NBA
He said, I had 11-something million people watching that's way more something than the NBA championship game or something like that.
Bro, it's like,
and he said somebody else stole 6. That's how I found out about AB. AB got 6.6 million people on CTE on the phone. CTE on the phone. CTESPN, you know that's his.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all go shout out to CTESPN. Tap in with us, AB. You know what it is. AB on there.
That man crazy.
All-time wide receivers in Vikings history. In order.
Jake Reed, number 5. I'm going to go with Anthony Carter, number 4. I'm going to go with Randy Moss, number 3. I'm going to go with a dude named Chris Carter, number 2. And they got a dude playing for their team now that is the number 1 dude.
Well, I wasn't expecting that because I would have put Unc number 1. That's big for him to say that. Chris Carter just said Justin Jefferson's 1. All time in wide receiver Vikings history. He's 2, Randy Moss is 3.
Wow.
That's a big deal. So let me ask you this: how you feel about fashion?
In regards to
you in the fashion?
Oh yeah. I mean, fashion is always it's who you are. You're an artist. I feel like you can put yourself together.
Okay.
Different takes, but I've always dressed to impress.
You dress to impress. I wish I had some of your old stuff, but I want to go to some of this new stuff right now real quick before we land this plane. I Am Athlete Daily, presented by Vivid Seats. But what we do every single week on this show, what people love, is game fits. Can we take y'all on a little journey real quick?
Let's do it. Love it.
You got game fits?
Love it.
All right, Martella, I feel like Marty, like, yeah, I don't know about 4 men sitting around talking fashion. Usually we have Maya, we have Kayla.
Let's make it quick.
Let's make it quick. We're gonna make it quick. All right, so what I need is yeses and nos.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the first one. We got Evan Ingram on this first one. Let's see how you feel. All right,
No.
Magic 88.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't doing nothing Magic Johnson doing.
I didn't want the bank roll, but I ain't doing nothing Magic Johnson doing. I wouldn't even cop that outfit. That's the last person I'm looking at. Career, look at that. Pull it up. I ain't looking at Magic Johnson. I ain't doing nothing Magic Johnson doing.
Whoa.
Now, I think we have.
Why not though?
Huh? Come on. Let's go to the next one. Devontae Adams. So Devontae Adams is this next one. All right. Is this
This jacket?
Yeah.
So he signed the hamburger.
LV.
All right. I don't know what that's about.
My guy got a taco deal. He want the burger deal
Hey,
now.
but then
What the burger deal?
Come on. Let him get the burger deal. That's hard.
Because the bun gonna mold.
That's what I want
Well,
to
you
know.
looked at the
frame
McDonald's,
it?
what they call it? Big size or super size. They can put it in the freezer.
Huh?
And then don't mold.
See, that's
You
why.
gotta see-
That's why I'm saying you gotta watch what you eat, bro.
You gotta watch
You gotta watch what you eat, because that right there ain't gonna
You
even
gotta-
process through you right.
Man, just
watch what you
they
eat.
get you on the Devontae
All
Adams
right,
burger.
all right, let's get back to the fit. You like it or no?
I like it. It's subtle. It's New Yorkish colors. The
Okay.
pants. He got the corduroy trousers on. With the LV. It's subtle. It's subtle.
Okay.
Subtle
All right,
game fit.
JB.
I like it. It's cool. laid
Smooth
back,
honey
you know what I'm
piece.
saying? I'm cool. I just got out of the car. I really just came out the house.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
a real flex
Correct.
outfit
Yeah.
right there. You feel me? I just came out the house. You see what it is. You know,
Listen, there's
I
a
ain't
lot of
gotta
cats
say
that fashion is huge in sports right now. It's a whole thing. It's a big thing right now. But what I love about ball players is your game can speak for everything. Like when you really him,
Yeah.
you don't have to do the extra.
Yeah.
And that's how Devontae leaned into it. He got the money.
Yeah.
He understands fashion. He understands the opportunity. But he's like, yo, I just throw on something light.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do it this way. Let's go to Chicago. I said this last week. I don't know why Chicago keep making game fits. They need to get some wins. They was right there. They could have won the game. They missed the field goal. It was a chip shot.
Oh my gosh. I'm having flashback.
Yeah,
having flashback.
But you got Chicago Bears superstar Kyler Gordon. I'm gonna start with you, Josh. How you feel about this?
I think we make it so accessible to do just anything and call it fashion. And I think that, you know, back in the day, right, there were suits. You wore suits to games. You was all fitted, you was tailored. Now it's just like, well, the way we going now, the trend is, hey, whatever your fit is, that is fashion. But somebody need to be a fashion police and say, that ain't it.
Well, that's why we trying to be the
That
fashion
ain't
police,
it.
but we need Maya and Kayla to be the fashion police. That's not it?
I don't see that being.
I think
you
it
just
is,
on
though.
right now.
I
You
think
warming
it
up,
is.
right?
Okay,
Which
all
is
right.
that look like he gonna go warm up right now on the field.
Wait, hold
You
on.
already know
Wait,
what
wait.
I'm saying. He look like he about to go warm. You know on the field pregame. Y'all
ready
got your
for it.
cutoffs
He
and
done
everything.
put a tiger bomb
He
on?
got the whole set tied up. He look like he rocking with it. See? You know what I'm
Josh,
saying?
what you feel? Y'all like yes or no?
It's cool. Without the mask, it's cool.
Dang, I thought the mask made
You like the mask?
I think he's smooth though. I think he's
Because
smooth. I think he coming through with
let
the
me
mask.
tell you why. Wait, let me tell you why. Because
Spider.
you know when you walk into the game, right? When you walk into the game, you got this sweet moment. We're only dressed for everybody out there. We're only dressed like this for 15 minutes from the hotel to the tunnel. As soon as we get in the locker room,
Taking that shit
we
off.
take it off. I ain't gonna hold you. There was a couple times where like my fit so fly.
Yeah, you know you
Let me
gotta
sit
walk
a little
like
bit.
that.
Yeah, motherfucker walk down.
But it ain't
walk
about
back,
that though.
Get
But
with these
listen,
music.
Hey, listen, it ain't about it though. But if you that guy, you that dog, like that outfit that you wore, it's still gonna be the same outfit when
After
you
the
get ready
game.
to leave, and then you at a press conference.
Now you got
And
another
that's
one.
when you
Right.
really about to go.
I'm
into it.
doing another one.
You see what I'm saying?
But my whole
Come on
thing
now.
is,
You
that's
don't
a
see it.
moment though. That's a moment. Like I used to think about what type of energy do I want to be on today, and for him right now,
He
like,
just likes
it's Chicago.
he
Chicago.
likes-
So basically, you saying he don't
It's-
demon.
it's-
Y'all gotta know
it's
what he
war
represent.
right now.
Y'all know his whole theme
We
is
have to
Spider-Man,
win.
right? His whole theme is the Spider-Man. Every time he
Is
do
it?
something, yeah, he do the Spider thing. So I'm thinking the mask coming from the Spider-Man.
Arden Key from the Titans. Let's see this. We said we was gonna be quick, and look at us. See, here's all. Men like talking fast.
Hey, look,
Juice up.
I'm be honest
fit.
with you.
That's fit.
That's art though.
Yeah.
No,
Got the patchwork
that's
going on
art.
the jeans.
It's
Normally it's on the jacket, but it's on the jeans. He got the Letterman jacket. Normally your patchwork is on your jacket. You know what I mean? He got it on the jeans instead. I think the shirt, you know, a little busy, but
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think
Yeah.
he could have went just plain with the shirt.
Correct,
He's
he
just
coulda
making
went
it do
plain.
too much with the shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so Arden Key's a yes.
Hat
Fashion
vibe,
police.
the
How
hat
you
is a
feel?
vibe.
I mean, that's art, but I ain't rocking like
You ain't
that.
rock- you just wanna be
moving
suited.
like
You
that.
classy.
You know what I'm saying? It's-
what you
it's a little
changing, though?
different.
What you changing?
What I'm changing? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to see how them pants matching their jacket to the
they got the
shirt.
red in there.
I mean, I
Red.
like the beanie though. The beanie's solid. I like that.
Okay.
You know,
What about the shoes?
the shoes? The
Look
Pink
like the
Forces.
What, them baked?
Would have did a little something different, but you know, that's art. You
He
like
said
that
that's
stuff.
art. He said that's art. Let's go to Indianapolis Colts. What's going on with New York?
See, that's what I'm talking about. He's
See,
fresh.
that's what he like.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have did something different, but he coming as a gentleman. He come to work. He already know what his mindset
I
gonna
like
be
that
on.
though. It look comfortable.
It's easy
Yeah,
for
it's
him.
comfortable right
You know
there.
what I'm
Like
saying?
a stretch.
And it's clean.
I say yes here.
Ain't too
I think
tight,
the
ain't
fit.
too
I think
loose.
the fit up top can be a little different, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
He
This is
could
a
gave
big
me a
yes
different
for me.
shirt.
Nice.
And they handle business. He came in looking like a businessman.
Yeah. Yup.
They handle business. All right, King Henry. He makes the game fit segment again. How you feel, Juice?
Where he's in New York wearing this?
No, they played Pittsburgh.
They play Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so this is a away game.
It's an Arizona fit. I ain't gonna lie.
He says Arizona.
Some warm weather. It's a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, long sleeve.
Yeah, I like it. He's always color coordinated. I think he got some of the best fits in the league. He do the suits. He switch it up every now and then. He good. He good. I pass. He pass.
I like it because he didn't do too much with
Yeah,
the print.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you
Kept it
see
subtle
him,
with
got
the
the
pants.
jacket like that and the pants. But he cleaned it up with the pants. It's cool. I like that.
All right. My name is Brandon Marshall. I'm your fill-in host because Kayla Nicole Brown is somewhere traveling the world. I'm with Josh Bellamy, Beezo. We got Jarvis Juice Landry, and we also got 2-4, and we still trying to figure out where to rank you on that 24 list, because the 24 list, come on, can we name a couple real
That's a
quick?
crazy
Chad
list,
Bailey.
brother. That's
Who
crazy
else
list,
wore
man.
24?
Charles Woodson wore 24.
Charles
Woodson,
Woodson.
C. Wood. Yeah.
Ooh.
He had some dogs, bro.
Did you wear 24?
Josh
Did you wear
Norman,
24? Or did you wear
he's
24?
bringing his voice to the people, okay? Josh Norman, are you retired or not? Like the last 3 years we've been doing this dance. Are you coming out of it?
It is, man. I don't know what I am right now. bro.
Okay,
it's
well,
like
we
you
know.
feel one day, and then next day you go into something else. You feel it's like for the last couple of years I've been that way.
All right, well,
So,
right now he with us. All right,
chillin'.
until next time, I am Athlete Daily.
I'm here so I won't get fined. We talking about practice.